Welcome back, Focus learners. Today's explainer is an absolute game changer. We're going to walk through a step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to take your long-form videos and turn them into an endless stream of social media assets. Seriously, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer amount of effort it takes to keep up with content creation across all these different platforms, you are exactly in the right place. Today, we're breaking down a massive new update to Google's NotebookLM that, no joke, practically turns it into your own personal end-to-end content repurposing agency. So think about your current workflow for a second. Are you shelling out for 10 different AI tools? You're probably spending hours, not to mention a ton of money, on separate piecemeal subscriptions. One for transcription, one for copywriting, another for image generation, all just to repurpose a single video. But what we're about to explore today replaces almost all of them, all in one place. Okay, let's dive right in. The absolute coolest part of this entire workflow: zero hallucinations. Literally zero. And you might be wondering, how is that even possible? Well, NotebookLM operates entirely differently from your standard AI chatbots. It strictly analyzes only the documents, PDFs, or YouTube links that you specifically feed it. It doesn't just go scour the open internet to guess an answer. It reads your sources, and everything it spits out comes with a citation you can actually click and verify. Boom. Done. So here is our agenda for today. Essentially, your syllabus for mastering this repurposing machine. We're going to cover the repurposing cheat code, zero hallucination ingestion, creating viral written content, visuals and infographics, automating video and audio, and finally, we'll wrap up with your free mobile workflow. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the repurposing cheat code. You know the struggle. Creators spend hours manually rewriting a 30-minute video to fit different platforms. But if you try the old way, just dumping a YouTube transcript into a standard AI tool to save some time, it almost always hallucinates random internet facts that you never even mentioned in your video. With Google's NotebookLM, you get exactly zero hallucination. It uses verifiable citations strictly from the sources you provided. Your content stays your content. It's just beautifully reformatted. Moving right along to phase 1 of the actual workflow, zero hallucination video ingestion. Getting your massive video files into the system is honestly beautifully simple. It's basically a 3-step dance. First, you just dump your YouTube links directly into the Sources panel on the left side. Next, you use the Chat panel right in the middle to ask questions or prompt the AI. And finally, step 3, you just let the Studio panel on the right work its magic and generate your final assets. It is literally just copy-paste and prompt. Next up, phase 2. Generating viral written content. So, picture this. You've just recorded a massive, comprehensive video breaking down recent AI updates. You paste the YouTube link into your sources, you hop over to the chat, and you drop in this exact prompt: write a viral Twitter thread for this topic. That's the whole shebang. You don't need some complex multi-paragraph system prompt. You're just telling it to take your uploaded video and turn it into a platform-native thread. What's really fascinating about this output is how it perfectly mimics those super viral formats. But, and this is crucial, without making anything up. Based purely on the video source you provided, it generates a punchy hook like Code Red at OpenAI. It structurally lists out 8 insane updates and successfully weaves in specific angles, like China versus OpenAI, Runway Gen 4.5, and Perplexity. And every single one of those things was exclusively mentioned in your source video. No outside fluff. Then, boom, you can immediately follow up with another prompt to grab your next asset. Just type, write a nice personalized POV human-like LinkedIn post. And the results? It generates a post starting with something super relatable, like, honestly, I thought we had a few more months before the next big AI shift. I was wrong. It feels highly personal, exactly like you sat down and wrote it yourself. Yet you didn't have to type a single word. All right, let's pivot to the fun stuff. Phase 3. Creating visuals and infographics. Since social media is so incredibly visual these days, you're gonna love this. The variety of design styles you can generate from a simple video link using Google's Nano Banana Pro image generation model is just wild. You can prompt it for a minimalistic TEDx-style presentation, a dark and sleek brutal neomorphism vibe, a fun 3D pixel voxel style, or even a Ghibli-style infographic. And the absolute best part? It actually gets the text right. Seriously. No weird AI visual artifacts, no spelling mistakes. The text on the images is completely flawless. To put this into perspective, imagine taking a monster 2-hour interview with Nicole Kamoth and Elon Musk. Nobody has time to rewatch all that just to find one specific point, right? But in just 30 seconds, you can output a sleek, dark, brutal neomorphism poster summary that highlights all the key takeaways on robotics, AI safety, and Starlink. You instantly have a highly shareable visual asset summarizing a 2-hour video. Okay, let's step it up a notch. Phase 4, automating video and audio content. This is where we go from a neat little tool to a full-blown generation engine, guys. Using the audio overview feature, you can literally transform your sourced videos or research into a totally natural-sounding 2-host AI podcast. And it doesn't just do English. You can generate these conversational deep dives in over 80 different languages, including Hindi, Spanish, and Japanese. You can literally listen to your own research and videos being discussed by 2 AI hosts during your morning commute. But honestly, the video overview feature is the real showstopper here. Let's say you want to make an entirely new video. First, you feed it the YouTube links of top creators. Think MrBeast, Ryan Trahan, and Iman Gadzhi, just to capture their specific editing and pacing styles. Next, ask the chat to generate a 2-column script table, with visual cues on the left and dialogue on the right. Finally, send that script into the studio. Select anime style, and it will output a full 12-minute documentary with professional voiceovers, charts, and timelines. 0 animation or editing experience required. Before we wrap, let's look at a totally different use case. Phase 5, organizing data for content. Sometimes you don't want to post, you just want the hard facts organized perfectly. With the data table feature, you can dump, say, a dozen verified travel blogs and videos about a trip to Japan into your sources and just ask it to output a clean table. It automatically pulls out specific verified details. It'll note that Nara Park is free, that it's an hour from Osaka, and it'll even give you a heads up that the deer there might be aggressive. You can then export this clean sheet straight over to your Google Drive to script out your vlog. And finally, the grand finale, your free mobile workflow. Okay, here is the absolute best part of this entire tutorial. Every single feature we covered today, it's included on the completely free tier. No catch. You get 100 notebooks, 50 sources per notebook, all the audio and video overviews, and all the slide deck features for absolutely nothing. Now, there are paid tiers like Plus, Pro, and Ultra, but honestly, those are only necessary if you need a massive generation volume or up to 600 sources per notebook for those gigantic, super complex projects. And get this, you can run this entire content agency right out of your pocket. The new mobile app features allow for background playback, so you can just listen to your AI podcasts while you're doing other stuff. It's got offline downloads, instant camera integration, so you can snap a quick photo of a document to make it a source, and it connects directly to Gemini 2, so everything is totally synced up. So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. You now know exactly how to take a single video and multiply it into viral threads. 0 hallucination infographics, translated audio, and comprehensive data tables, all for free from one central hub. Are you ready to cancel those expensive, disconnected subscriptions and start multiplying your content output today? Dive in, experiment with it, and build your own workflow. Keep learning, and I will absolutely catch you in the next explainer.